Welcome back, folks, to Biggs TV. I'm your host, Biggs, as usual. So, let's get into another episode of the old Factorio. So, we know from last time, we started producing the electric furnace. Not the steel, not the really big one, but the electric one. Obviously, I've got to keep an eye on the power here, but that's perfectly fine. So, obviously, this will produce a lot more than the other one. Also, I've got a speed, you know, a speed producer on there, if you like. So let's see how it's going now. Just to give us a ballpoint figure, as we can see here, it's not going too bad. The green is getting a little better. The red is still abysmal. That's because we're probably using double the amount, a lot more. So we actually still need to increase. Now, obviously, we've got the green here, which is obviously that's, I could probably stop that and actually hold off on these anyway. But they're now not producing that much more anyway, because obviously, once they get full. Like this is. Although that's not actually producing anything. I wonder why. That's because we've not got any plates. Why have we not got any plates? It's there. Oh, I know why. I can see it here. Look, we got this problem with the thing again. There. I couldn't see that to start with. I think that's a reminiscent. You know what I mean? I think from what we've been having before. Automated rail. We could go for the rail. I mean, I might as well carry on building stuff while I'm trying to sort these things out, because we're not doing nothing with them at the moment. So that'll increase that, which will block these eventually. Once this gets to full, this section has obviously got full. We'll then not have any problem with the green, but we still need to increase the green. But I'm just wary of what's happening with the blue at the moment, and what the problems that we're potentially having. We're only well, because it only needs. It's funny that. Why is it not sending the green over? It should be sending up that a lot more than what it's actually doing. Yeah, there we go. It is doing it. I didn't think that was working. We have got a potential new nest around here, so we've got to be careful of that. That wasn't there a video or so ago. So, our next step in the evolution of everything else that we need to do is, like I said, we need to keep increasing, and we need to get over everything to then produce everything else to produce everything else. We've now got certainly more blue being obviously produced, but I haven't got enough. I've still got the problem of the green circuits. So let's solve the green circuits, which is because we're not actually. If we look here, when we get to about here, it's running out. So that's a problem because the cables are not getting produced. Which means they're not getting produced through here. I can't try to go through there. Which means, again, this is not getting produced. Now, we're also not getting enough of the ore through. That's the problem. So the first thing is the ore to fix, which is the furnaces. So now we know where we are in the evolution of everything. Let's get into the 4. Let's start taking this down. I know things will stop, but, you know. we have to do what we have to do, and then just start building on top of that. Let's get a furnace there. Let's now. I don't particularly want to build it there. I don't think. In fact, actually, I'll. Whoops, sorry. I'll. Where do I normally have it? I do normally have it there. I don't want it too large, you see. I don't want to lose. Although, seeing that they do produce twice as much as everyone else. But no, I'm going to build them a bit closer, like that. And then that'll obviously allow me to get double them, you know, a lot more in, because obviously it's a lot more compact. Well, that's what it was, just to decide where I wanted these things. I can't do anything else until I start building up everything, because it's just not possible to get the throughput that I need to be able to do all this. We'll have to send this way, I think. Like so. Get that way to that way. So now we're producing a bit more on this side. Well, that was never going to produce anything because it wasn't even connected. That was a good idea, Piggy. And then we'll assess the situation again and go from there. That's the only alternative I can think at the moment to be able to increase these. What I'll do is, now I've done before, I'll also produce for speed. So as I've got here, I've increased. I don't know where I could put 2 actually, but it doesn't really matter. 1 there and 1 there. It's just about getting this balance. It's always been like this. This is Factorio to the T. You have to increase everything, but then you have to have the resources to increase everything. If you don't have the resources to increase everything, you're never going to be able to do anything. So it's that sort of thing. We'll get the speed boost in there. So it's going to produce that. We'll then get another one. There's the other one. I'm still waiting for some more. Well, that looks slightly better. Now, obviously, I could also increase the... it might be worth also increasing this once I've got the other. It's definitely using a lot of... are we using... I'm just going through to see if we're actually reusing any of this, and at the moment the only one that's using it is it's the red, which I think maybe in next time I'll look and change the order. I was wanting all the signs together and all the things, but it might not be a good idea doing that way, because if we look at all this and I'm only using it sparingly, then I'm not using this. It's all, we're talking about a huge amount of this that could potentially be used that we're not actually using it. So let's also look at getting some more. I do have obviously a system where it's making these. I'll just have to find out where it is. Do we think that's enough? No, because we're not even losing any of this either. So that's another thing I've got to look at. I'll get some more. Right, that will give me at least. Oh, that was not far out, pig. Oh, there we go. There they are. Oh, here we are. So what I'll do is I'll take off that, and that. And then get myself some more of these. So they are sort of some use. Fluid wagon, then flame front. I haven't used them yet at the moment, but we are almost. We are almost. I'll just skip all. I mean, what's the point? See, we can do the. I'll get another 4. Always doing 4 with the plus of 4s, and I want to increase the put through the. I'll get it in a minute. The throughput of this as well. So this should be faster. So I'm not actually. I'm going to take out all this line, and then I'm going to have power. Where are we? We're there somewhere. So this should actually do quite well. Push this again. Oh, why did you not build it then? Silly thing. So like I said, it's a bit like for me the total and the hair. I don't rush. It's I'm periodically increasing everything. Like I said, I think there's some improvements that I could make for the next season, but that's for me. That's an iteration. Obviously, if you play this game all the time, like I said, I play all sorts of different games, so I have to slice up my time on every single one of them, and you could argue that sometimes things suffer, and I apologise for that. But as most people do, they like all sorts of different games, and I do as well. But I think that's the right way to do it, in the sense of bringing it through the centre and not bringing it through the. I'll get some more. I get some more speed improvements as well. And I'll put these while I'm waiting for that. Right. So that's definitely increased the throughput of that. Now, obviously now, this isn't needing coal. So we can take this coal out. Which is another thing that I'm happy about, because I don't have a lot of coal around. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dump this in here. This is like a reserve. This is like a reserve pile if things go awry. So we now only need. We only now need one. Now, would it be a good idea to try and do something that would push the trouble is, I don't think I can get it in. That way would there, that would be there. That's the centre. That then is there. That then is there. I think this doubles the belt. Yeah, this is now doubling the belt situation. I'll put all that in there, get rid of that. Right. So that should be, although it's still not coming through fast enough. So we still got a problem there, because it's too intermittent here. So that's another thing I've got to solve. It's like everything on everything else I've got to solve all at the same time. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip this, and I'm going to put this closer to this here. So when I do, I get some more room. I probably could do with it. I probably could do with this coal being even closer, really. Now, I suppose in a sense, I've got the same issue here. Actually, I've got more of an issue now because I just didn't even notice that. Right. I could do it with these as well and get these to steel furnaces. Now, the only disadvantage now is we notice that we're not producing enough power. So that needs to be solved. So let's solve this one by moving everything down the line. And increase the power. Oh, where's the pipework? Here it is. So, oops. How many? Always get this wrong. Where's the pipes? There. I've got 33. Let's fat finger these damn things. There. I don't even put. See, I don't put them on the bottom of me because they're not used very often. So, and to be honest with you, as you know, I'm notoriously bad at actually using. I'd say now I'm using it. Now I'm using it. There we go. Using the stuff that I use from there. Right, that can have one there. It's a bit. I mean, look at this. It's a bit higgledy-piggledy. In fact, actually, we need to. We're gonna need to sort this. This is gonna need to be longer because I can't get. I need to be really careful with this. I'll put this, say, this long. And then do that. That'll now send itself back on that belt. I'll get a steel. Put that into there. I can't get a lot, so I'll just fill it up manually. I don't really need to worry, but this is a bit of a pain, isn't it? But not to worry. I'm gonna need power down there as well. Right, so come on. Fat finger the keys again. That's definitely the right way around, yes. No, see, it won't allow me because... Oh, I've got them. Huh. Get off. I thought I would be able to increase that, but I think that's still, it's only as much as I can do. I know this is a bit boring in that sense, but I've got to get it over there. I could have built another one maybe at the other side and moved it that way, or chucked everything out in a box and then done it in one go, I suppose, and then got everything again. But my apologies for that. But we sort of, it's just where's this electric? Now that electric is, but up there. It's still running, but it won't be running for long if I don't get this all going again. Well, I think that'll be going, but not the... Eventually, I'm going to, you know, I'll probably put double or 3 times as much maybe the next time. Right, let's get that going. That now will need power, so we'll power that. That's got power from there. So we need to wait till this is going to get to full speed. This is the problem. Well, it's not a problem with this game. This is the thing about, you know, you turn one thing on, you do one thing, and then it takes off on another one. See, now we've got a bit more. Have I got enough there for now? That's questionable. We've got a lot of furnaces in here, but we'll obviously have to now get a lot more. I'll get 6. I'll build 6. I'll then build... have I got... Oh no, have I got enough... It's there, isn't it? These. I don't think I used all these, or did I? So that's why. I said, why the hell? Wait. Let's just... Oops. That's not what I want to build. That's definitely not what I want to build. I accidentally fat fingered the wrong one there. Right, but we know obviously that means that's working, so that's good. Let's tear down this section here, and let's just tear down this section here. We know that they'll stop for a few seconds, and we'll have that in line with that one. That's good. That will make it there. That one needs to be over there. That one needs to be over there. Let's start the power. This is also why I did this, to allow... I'm going to take that one out because it's no use. I'm going to take that one out because it's going to be no use because it's going to be in the way. Like I said, this is the reason why I built gaps on the first play. I realised I'd made a mistake and didn't build any gaps between the things and stuff, so that was a problem. Now we're going to have the same situation here where until I get to the end we still need the coal. It's getting rid of the coal, which means the coal will last a bit longer. It's all coming together. It's a bit slow, but like I said, I try to be methodical in my approach here. Right, so that's 4. I think if we've got for another 2, so we might as well just use that 2. Let's get rid of this. Let's put the power down here like we had before. Let's increase that. Now we're also going to have to... they can stay like that. That's fine. You're going to need to take that. You're going to need to take that. And you're going to need to take that. So, 6 is there now. That's not too bad. Also, I've got obviously the facility to increase these. So that's good. It does mean our ore will decrease a bit more. I'm not too sure whether I need this. Just probably this line here is not needed. But we'll leave it as is for now. We can see now that the coal reserve. I still have to keep the coal because otherwise these won't run. But it'll be beneficial to... excuse me. It'd be beneficial to convert these to this still. So that means all the coal in sense is gone. Which is good, because that's what we really want to do. Now, how's me... oh, now the ore level is certainly getting better. But obviously we need to make sure that that's a lot better. Because that'll help for this as well. Now, where is that? I know I'm making it somewhere. But I need to get rid of some of... I need to drop off some of this stuff. Let's drop off the wood. All the wood, actually. That's not too bad. I don't want to drop off that. I can use the engines. I suppose... could I drop off the... no, does that need... what do they need to build? Ah, so they need steel anyway, so I can't really drop that. Right, let's... now we've got quite a lot. What I should do is put this here, and then put this on my... so I know actually how many I've got. Right, so that's going to solve that problem. I'm going to increase the throughput of this. I'm also, even though I haven't got any, rotate, I'm going to do that. So that's going to... I'm going to need more of these. So I can get... I get 8. It's going to take a while to build. I'll fix that, and then I'll fix the other problems that I've got. I'll have to probably increase the art. Now, this is another question that I'm going to have to solve myself while we're building some of the other stuff. Is... actually, this is what I really wanted to do as well. I'm going to move this down to there. I'm going to send this over to here. This... oh, come on. Come on. There. So that's connected. I'll do the same. Even though I just did it, I'm not really happy about that. It's not far enough away from the... right, there you go. You can carry on and you'll go. Once you go, then I'll redo that. So this is actually not doing anything. Because I swapped it around. So if I swapped it around... nope. What I'll do is I'll change the direction. I'm gonna basically I'm gonna wipe all this out and then I'm gonna redo it. That's still not got through. What's not working? That section there's not working. I better not hold off the coal for too long. In fact, actually, I'd like that to come around this way. And not this way. Right, that's done that. That now is that section I can get rid of. That now has gone into there. Right. So now we've got the complete R, which I'll do that. Get rid of that. So that was the plan. That was always the plan, to try and get this. Again, I'm going to come right as far down. I'm probably going to have to go up and see how many have I got. I've got 15 of these. How far do I want this over? I want to get all the ore that I can get. I know there's only a little bit there, but... is there any there? There's only 400 and something. That'll obviously not be great, but I want to get all of it. I don't want to miss any. Right, that can come up, and that can come round. Then we'll obviously we'll have to place. It's only 500 there, but it doesn't matter. And then we're going to turn these around. Can't go there, but I can have one space. Oh, there isn't any there. Let's keep going. We'll go in line with that one. Let's say we've got 25,000 there. I need power, you see, so I've got to... That's power. That's power. That's not power, because that's not driving that. Oh, I've got to be careful, because I could go down one and power it from there, I think. There. I don't want to power it from there, because I need to turn this. This needs to come upwards. And it needs to go around, and then it needs to go in there. Right, whoops. There. So now we've got more. Now I've sort of got... Now you see where they are now is absolutely coming through a lot better. The throughput's a lot better. I'm happy with that. I'm genuinely happy with that. That's a bit weird. I'm sending that, and then I'm sending that. I suppose, yeah, it would be like that, wouldn't it? I was thinking, well, I've been doing that then, but I don't think I need ore, I just think I need that. So the steel furnaces, they're still not getting enough throughput. So that means they're not getting enough ore through. So we need to increase this. This playthrough is all about increasing the industry throughput. As otherwise we're just not going to get anywhere. It's going to take far too long to do anything. Which is what the problem I had last time. What I need to do is build one of these. Because that's for that. Now I can build... If I can get in the way. It's not actually in the way. Right, that's that. We'll also build that on the output. Now, I might have to increase the... I don't know whether... I must admit, I don't know whether by doing the faster inserters... That will also help. Yeah, we're definitely getting... Oh, well, it's using all of its... Oh, well, it's going to start using all of its ore. In other words, this then is going to be absolutely I think, actually, because of how this works, is it's such a big input. Oh, I did do it. But now you can see how fast you can actually get this to increase its speed to come down. And this is the sort of... There we go, look at the speed of that coming down. That's mind-bogglingly good. Let's get some more fast comfort. Yeah, that feels a lot faster now. Obviously, I'm not doing it from here, but that's full anyway. How are we doing with it even? Let's... oh, I've got one. So I'll do what I did before by... I think this evens out the belt. Although I'll have to do it with a red one and not the... I've run out of... Oh, well, that's just about... Seems about right, doesn't it? Can I have some more, please, or... Yeah, can I have some more, please, or... Can I have some more, please, sir? That'll do. Get one of them. What was I doing it on? I was... Ah, yeah, that's what I was doing. Right, that one can go. So that's the one that's just been finished. That's good. It's not good, but it's good in the way that... And then we can put that one down here. Speed that one up. That's now done. That one there. That one there. So I'm increasing the... I'm trying to increase everything, getting it to going... I could probably, like, stop that, really, and just make it go right into here. Which might not be the worst idea I've ever had. Although this is slow as well, isn't it? Although I have got a lot of... that one's slow, so I'm going to need another one of them. I'm trying to increase everything that I do just to get this going through the throughput really, really fast. Or faster, I should say. And then that way we've sorted a lot of problems, I think. It's definitely, it's certainly increased the throughput drastically. Because now that's, yeah, see, now it's getting to the top as well, which it wasn't really getting there. It's going to fill this belt up. If it fills the belt up, that's I'm happy with that. That's what I really wanted. Yeah, see, all this is going to go hugely faster. I don't think I need any of that in. And I probably, like I said, I don't think I need this, and I don't think I need this. It's going to have to be the same. I'm going to have to do that with the ore. But obviously, I want to get rid of the coal situation that's pulling through. Oh, it's been a lot of work. It's definitely been worth doing. That's for certain. I'm going to get 10 of them. I'm also think I have to have, yeah, because I've run out of the... So building them, even though I didn't want them to be built, this actually works out quite well. I'll take that and I'll take that. I can use that and get rid of it on here while I walk through. Here, guys, have some of this. There we go. And some of that. And you can have some of that. Where are you? I know you're there somewhere. Oh no, I got rid of it. Yeah, look at that. Now that's completely chocker full. So that's what I want. I want it chocker full. We're still not building fast enough, which probably means that I need to... well, let's have a... I don't think that building on these makes much of a difference. It is rapidly quicker. But that solved the input problem. For sure. Look at that. It's now a double row, which is exactly what I was wanting. So it should be... I mean, yeah, you could say, well, you could increase more pig. And yes, I could. You're right. Yeah, absolutely right. But I want to get rid of... I want to get rid of the coal from here. This is another thing that I want to do. And get rid of... That's going to now stop, which isn't ideal, I know. You lot can just carry on. It doesn't matter. I know I can produce the bigger... Oh, in the way. Take that out. I can produce the bigger panels now. But I don't seem to be doing that. I didn't do it in the last bit, to be honest. I don't know why. But I still, I think the reason probably why is I didn't still have the room. In this game, you need an enormous amount of room. Right, I'm not getting this going. That's a bit of a mistake on my part. Right, that's not going to work until I get that going from there. That needs to go from there. I could probably link these up even if it's miles away from the... There. Why did I just do that from there? But there you go. There you go. Let's reorganize that. I'm not going to put one in there. I've got... How many of these things have I got? Let's do some more while we're sorting this out for sure. You take that, 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 that. So again, we're not even, see what I mean? Now I'm not even getting enough, or I'm going to have to solve this problem. These are not used anymore. I'm still needing ore to produce this steel, which is then producing the bars, which is then producing the engines. So I still need to produce that, not on a grand scale. Don't need to produce like masses, which probably means I can reduce. I could probably take some of this bottom with that. I need to be careful. This is what I had before. This stone is right in the flipping way, and that was the problem I had before. So as you can see, I'm not producing enough of anything to be able to do this, to be able to get this throughput or speed throughput. Although I suppose, oh, I missed that one. How did I miss that one? I still got, as you can see, I've still got a section of ordinary ones up there. Although, to be quite frank, they're not actually doing much. So we could argue the point that we could rip that up, and then we could rip the coal off. Because the coal's full anyway, so it's not doing a lot. I'm not too sure how many of these equal of the other one. If anybody knows that, please let me know. I'm sure the gurus out there, they can say, well, you do this connect, you do this calculation, and you do that calculation, and I go, yeah, okay. I just play the game. I'm not into this. I'm not into this calculation-y thing. It's not the way I play. I appear to enjoy it. You know, I suppose in some sense for the people you enjoy that sort of thing, but I enjoy it because I've always enjoyed. Why is it not? Oh, because it's not getting it all through. Yeah, so we're not getting it all through. So that's the. These are so fast. We need to. Again, what we need to do. This needs to be in red as well. Then. And I bet I haven't got enough there, so I'm gonna have to go back. I mean, I know we're ending it. I know it's an episode of fixing problems, but this is Factorio. This is what it is. I need to fix all these problems before we start to go forward, because otherwise we'll not get anywhere. Now, why did I? Oh. I'll take all them as well. Well, there's another 300. I know what I can say to that. This is Sparta. I like that movie. It's a good movie, Dan. Let's get a couple of these, because we're going to need them. We want them like this. This is what we want. A full row that cannot be broken. When this gets full, because it will get full, it's almost full, we basically do what we need to do. Although saying that, this will need changing as well. Let's get the batteries. Let's just get everything that we can get on this T2, which is about that. Can't really do anything else. We are on the 48 minutes. What was I actually doing? That was a good question. Yes, that was it. I was going to increase the flow for this, wasn't I? It needs to be redesigned, but I think what we'll do is we'll just get this, get it flowing. Although that's a question that I want to ask. How many have I got there? I've got 1,000. Can I get a bit more? I don't want to... There, and... That does that space. If I do that space... I know it's only 1,000. Where's that going to come in? Let's rip this off. That now I can take out this. That means I can take out this. There's a way to do a sort of a separator that will separate the stuff out. Right, now that's going to do that. So I know this line. I know this line here is going to do that, but I'm going to have to... I normally stack them in like that, but look, you can see there's not that much here. I suppose it's 3,000. That's not too bad. Let's get rid of this then. Let's now get rid of this. And we'll reorganise this in this episode. I've got a little bit of time. Not much, but I've got a little bit of time. No, get off! Get off! Get off! But obviously what we'll do is, all this I think is stone, and I think that's the problem. That's the problem I need to solve. Because it's going to pick up, I think it's going to pick up stone. Oh no, that's not picking up stone. That's just a visual thing, I think. Right. You come up here. That's the end result, isn't it? That's the one I want to connect to the belt. So actually I need to come... that's a bit tight. That's a bit tight. I can't go there. I need to do one gap. That's going to get... ooh, is that going to get... yeah, it's just going to get me off. That means that needs to go this way. Like so. That can now be taken out and fitted with this. So that'll run to there. That can all be taken out. That means that's got no power. Why has that not got no power? I'll take it down from here. I'll take it up from there. Right, that now should have power left. Yep, that's got power. That coil's gone. That coil's gone. See, we're running on... well, let's say we've got 30,000 in that one, but it's looking a bit dire. That ore patch has gone as well. I'll just fix this by giving it this ore patch, and I'll just do that. There, so that's re-put that ore patch back again. How far do we want to go up? Actually, we can go up a little bit further on this. That's 4,000. There's another. I can't... yeah, that's as much as I can go. Again, I'm going to take this out. Is it still working? Yep, still working. Still working. Let's link that. And, right, where do we want this pole? One pole, two poles. Miss one, do another pole. Miss one, do another pole. Although the only advantage is it's not actually... it's not a balanced... it's not balanced. So let's sort of solve that. Come on. Again, we'll have to do a bit of improvising here. Right, that's done. Right. Well, my friends, I hope you... my apologies for it being a bit like that, but as you can understand, it needed to be sorted to be able to get everything going. And I've increased the throughput of everything, I've still got to do more of this ore. Now the problem being is I'm obviously running out of the ore patch, so we need to look into that next time to be able to get more ore coming down, probably down this channel here, and jump over and put that in there. So we've got that. I mean, you can tell there's still a bit there, but there's not really a massive amount. This will not run this for indefinitely, and then we'll be running out. Look, we've got 1,000. We've got, you know, we've got a few K, but not a lot. Obviously, this is now not connected. That was a bit of a misdemeanor by me. And so we're going to get this. Well, the ore patch is going to come back through again. We didn't really need to worry too much because I think everything's actually full. So, but again, if you enjoy this sort of thing, apologies it's just slowed. I mean, I know people do a lot of speed runs and everything else in this game, but I'm clearly not that person. I'm methodical, and I'm trying to learn, you know, as I'm going, as I'm knowing more of the game anyway. Even though I've had it for since probably about 1.08 or something, 0.018, you know, all them years ago, and he used to play it just at Christmas, like I said before. So it's that. But let's say I hope you enjoy this, and we'll see you in the next one, where we'll probably do a bit more, and then we'll move on to actually using all this a lot more, and then obviously we'll go out and do some other stuff. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.